Well, hello. My name is Kevin. He is my partner, Julian. And we are here to make you some questions about your work, about you being a writer, and all your books that you have developed since you were like children or your background. So, well, Julian will begin with our first question.
Well, first of all, can we call you teacher? Because
No, don't call me teacher. I hear that all day.
Okay. So
Adriana. I'm
Adriana,
Adriana.
okay, perfecto. Well,
Oh, you need to call me teacher?
No, it's easier for me to call you teacher because it's something that I always say, but it's okay.
Dude, call me Adriana. Yes, I hear teacher all morning. I don't want to be teacher anymore.
Okay. Well, the first question is, do you remember the exact moment where you knew you wanted to be a writer?
Well, I remember the time, the period in my life. I don't remember the exact moment. I remember that I read 2 years of Vacations by Jules Verne.
Oh, yeah.
And I used to love that book, but I hated that it was all male characters. There was no woman.
Yeah.
So I wrote my own small version of it. I was like 11 years old, in which there were girls. And that's when I thought, okay, I could actually do this. It's fun. I liked it. I liked doing it. So that's the moment I knew writing was fun. When I started developing my craft and growing up, I realized that I could do something with it and do something with my stories.
It's okay. Yeah.
¿Ya le pausaron?
¿Sí?
Sí.
Déjenme, voy a abrir, no me tardo.
Okay.
Sí.
Okay.
Your turn.
Well,
So that's the time when I realized that I could actually make something for a living by writing my own stories instead of modifying the stories that I read. So around that time.
Okay, that's great.
Yeah.
Well, then our second question is, which of all your works is your favorite one and why?
I can't.
You can't?
I mean,
Yeah.
you don't have children. I mean, you're single, you're young, you don't have any babies.
Yeah.
But it's like choosing between your kids.
Oh,
Can't be done.
Yeah.
No, I mean, I have some favorite characters, but not favorite books.
Okay.
Of mine, no.
Which is your
Of
favorite
other
character
people,
then?
Tons. Mine, no.
Okay. Then, which is your favorite character of all your works? Yeah.
My favorite characters from my book, I have 3. One of them is Lilibet, because she's a very strong woman and she always speaks her mind and she doesn't care what anybody thinks about her, and I would love to be like that. I'm not like that, but I would love to be like that.
Okay.
Another one is Mateo, because he's the perfect bad boy and I want to marry him.
Yeah.
Too bad he's fictional. And the third one actually is the villain from my first trilogy, the bad guy. I don't know. I just like, he's very driven. Even if he's driven towards something bad, he's very driven, and I kind of like that. And besides, it's very fun to write villains.
Yeah.
It's very fun to write. You unleash everything that's really mean inside you, and it's just fun to.
Yeah.
It's fun.
Well,
the next question is, where does your inspiration comes from?
My inspiration comes from mostly from music. I always have to have music in the background. I have my Spotify lists. I make like 3,000 lists, like inspiration for fights, inspiration for fun, inspiration for romance, inspiration sexy, like music. From reading also, not because you copy other authors, but because it makes your imagination flow, so it helps too. And that's it. Music and movies. And music and books. Sorry, that is what gets me going. and pictures. I'm completely addicted to Pinterest. Like I can
Yes.
be
All day.
hours stuck in Pinterest. Somebody needs to take the phone away from me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, thanks. Then our next question is, does your family support you to become a writer?
My family?
Yeah.
Yeah, they did since the beginning. They used to read my stories and get excited for me, and when I started to think of it as a career, they started to give me advice. Especially my mom. My mom was always there for me. She always was like, "You can do this." She gave me a great advice. She told me to choose a career that I like, that I enjoy, that I'm good at it, so I can support myself and write at the same time. That's why I'm also an English teacher, because I enjoy teaching English.
Yes.
I already had the language when I started the career, so it was like easy for me. And it's fun. I enjoy it. I enjoy to be in contact with the students. And at the same time, I have a lot of free time to write, so I can balance both things.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
writing doesn't pay as much as
Okay.
That's
Okay.
well. The next question is, what message does your no
Do you?
yeah, do you want to express in your newest work?
The first thing that I usually try to accomplish within the books is to show, even if it's fantasy, to show people that your dreams, that nobody is gonna work for them but you. I mean, if you want to do something, you have to do it, and you have to knock on doors and receive 3,000 no's before there's this magical yes that opens the doors. But it can be done, because there is this stigma around Mexican literature. All the Mexican literature must be around history, drama, or narcos.
Yeah.
And it was one of the first obstacles that I faced. The fact that I'm a fantasy writer and I'm Mexican. Actually, a lot of people were like, "You should change your name so you could open more doors." Blah blah. And I was like, "Why?"
Yeah.
So that is something that I try to put books. Even if I'm not talking about myself and I'm being more general, the first message is to work for your dreams, because if you do that, you can actually get them. A lot of people suffer because, oh, it's just that I have big dreams, but nothing happens. Yeah, but you're on your ass all day,
Yeah.
watching Netflix. Move! Go out, work. For example, I work in the mornings at a university.
Okay.
And I come back home, I eat, and I sit down in front of the computer from 3 to 11, as if it were another job, even if I'm not getting paid. Why? Because this is my dream, and nobody else is gonna write it for me. So I'm doing something to accomplish that. So it's one of the main things that I try to inject within the books, the fact that you should work in order to achieve those dreams. And another thing, I mean, it doesn't apply to you guys that much, but I'm a girl. And that's another thing that I wanted to write, especially in the first trilogy, in Los Dominios del Onyx Negro, about like feminism. I didn't want the typical female that sits down and waits for the hero to rescue her.
Yeah.
I wanted a heroine, a girl who was able to rescue herself. Thing that I try to put within the books.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, thank you. Then our last question is, why did you choose a female protagonist rather than a male character? Sorry.
First of all, it wasn't a conscious decision, because the main reason I wrote these books was for my cousins, and both of them are female cousins. When they were teenagers, the only thing that was on the market for girls girls to read was Twilight.
Yeah.
And I wanted them to have a book with a female lead that they could identify with. A girl from Mexico, a girl similar to what they look like, a girl that her environment is closest to us than to the Americans or the English or something like that. So I wrote a female lead for them. And after that, they actually, both of them, they started to nag me about, come on, you should publish, and you should publish, and you should publish, and that's how it came about. But it wasn't like, yeah, I'm going to write a female lead just because women are better. No, it was because it was a story for them, and I wanted them to identify with the character.
Oh yeah, that's
So
great.
that's how it started.
Yeah, that's really cool. Well,
Yeah.
thank you so much. That was all the interview. So thank you.
Thank you for your time.
Yeah.
Not a problem, boys.